These are things that I really miss about living in the Japanese countryside. For reference, I studied here in Yamanashi for 8 months. Number 1 is the prevalence of small family-owned businesses in residential areas. For example, on the way to school there was a small udon shop in a family's living room. The grandmother would make the noodles from scratch in the kitchen while the kids would serve you your food. After going there like 3 times, they had already memorized my favorite order. Next, I loved how quickly I got to know everybody in town. After about 2 months, anywhere I went, on the way, I was sure to run into somebody that I knew, like a neighbor or a friend from my basketball club. This kind of quickly took away the lonely feeling that I had from moving so far away from my home. Next may be kind of specific to myself, however, I like to go on long walks or jogging, alone to places I haven't been before. And I discovered a lot of abandoned roads and bridges. I thought this was kind of mysterious and I enjoyed it. Next, when I became friends with some of the firemen, they one time gave me a ride to class on the fire truck. I really enjoyed that. Something that I don't miss is that the train only came once an hour, so if you miss it then you're out of luck. Thank you.
He said one day you'll leave this world behind, so live a life you will remember. My father told me when I was just a child, these are the nights that never die. My father told
So living in Japan's countryside versus the city. First is the price. Rent is almost half as expensive for larger apartments in the countryside, and there are large houses even that are available for next to nothing because the owners who have inherited them simply don't want to pay the property taxes every year. And for food, there are often freshly cooked full meals at family-owned restaurants for about $4. Next is the sense of community. Many of these neighborhoods have been tight-knit communities for generations, back to a time where many of them would have to rely on the kindness of neighbors to lend a helping hand, and this mentality has remained. When I lived here in the countryside, neighbors would often bring me food from their dinner, vegetables from their garden, or invitations to local festivals, even to take part in local events like citywide arm wrestling competitions. I tried to always repay the kindness the best I could. Also, if you're not Japanese, a lack of travelers could make you the main foreigner in many of these neighborhoods, so that can lead to some extra attention, but even though I was always different, none of that seemed negative to me. But standing out isn't for everybody too. Local customs are often more widely practiced also, as opposed to cities where there is often a larger influence from outside countries on tradition, so you may be invited to visit family shrines with neighbors, but public transportation is more rare also.
Trop tard, je suis trop loin pour toi. Bonne de mes copines, oh mes copines, oh mes copines. La plus bonne de mes copines, oh mes copines, oh mes copines. Je veux que bombarder.
Welcome to my little town in Japan. The Japanese countryside is called inaka, and rural Japan is one of my favorite things to experience here. Many people travel to Japan to go to the major cities and experience the flashing lights, but I'm telling you, you're missing out on some of the best parts. We're about a 10-minute ride to the Lotus Fields, and I couldn't ask for anything more.
We'll always keep you safe. Get into a fight, listen to me, babe.
Mada kono sekai wa boku o kai narashite tai mitai da nozomi dori da ro utsukushiku mogaku yo 君の虜になってしまえばきっとこの夏は充実するのもっともう戻れなくたって忘れないで
Nice while it lasted.
私は世界を見に旅に出る。君が来れば一緒に行こう。来なければ私一人で行く。
If you wanna run away with me, I know a galaxy and I could take you for a ride. I had a premonition that we fell into a rhythm where the music don't stop for life. Glitter in the skies, glitter in my eyes. In the moonlight, with a part in your hair, I could tell time by the blink in your stare.
「一日は短い」「楽しんだら笑って
楽しくなかったら後で笑って。みんなが楽しくなれますように。
Alabama, Arkansas, I do love my rotten part, and I do love you. But holy moly, me oh my, you're the apple of my eye. Girl, I've never fun like you.
Money will come and go. We know that. The most important thing in life will always be the people in this room. Right here. Right now.
No, でもそんなんじゃダメ、もうそんなんじゃほら心は進化